run. Watch college basketball's finest moments with other fans at Pia's, 1609 West Springfield Avenue. Enjoy beers and your favorite beverages along with a Slugger Burger. Pia's, as you wear your orange and blue. Since 1975, congratulating our Illini on this Final Four appearance. Go Illini from Pia's.
Public notice, immediate action required. Kelsey Furniture in Tuscola, Illinois, after 67 years, is going out of business. All furniture, mattress sets, and accessories will be liquidated. The building has sold. Kelsey Furniture, going out of business. Dealers welcome by appointment. Our entire inventory will be offered at sacrifice prices. All inventory sold on a first-come, first-served basis. When it's gone, it is gone. The building must be broom swept clean. The end of an era. Going out of business liquidation. Kelsey Furniture Company, 215 North Main Street, Tuscola, Illinois. Open Sunday, 12 noon till 6 p.m.
Jesse with Land's Drain Cleaning. Do you have your sewer line cleaned every year? Are you constantly getting roots or blockages? Why deal with that headache year after year? Call Land's Drain Cleaning today at 217-355-5512 to have our expert staff come out, clean your line. We give you a free camera inspection, show you what's wrong, where it's at, and then we can offer you a repair for that problem so you don't have to deal with it again. Land's Drain Cleaning. Why call anyone else?
Inning 1-1 is our score. Each team with a run in the sixth. Line drive hit to left is how this inning starts. Luis Robert Jr. jumped on the first pitch he saw, lined it in the left field, and he is the potential go-ahead run here as we play in the seventh inning. Let's pause right here for Station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
You're listening to St. Louis Cardinals baseball on WSJK Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, ESPN 93.5. Brought to you by Max Twin City Recycling. Visit them at maxrecycling.com.
Mets use a pinch hitter for Mark Vientos, his spot in the lineup. He was 1 for 2 with a double. It's Brett Beatty, who bats from the left side, to face Stanek. Stanek pitched an inning here yesterday as he walked one, struck out one. And Beatty bats from the left side. Cardinals hoping for a double play. It's Robert Jr. who runs very well, the runner at first base. Stanek looks over his shoulder at him and delivers home, swing and a miss. As way late on that was the pinch hitter Beatty. Brooks Raley, a lefty, is throwing in the Mets bullpen. Brazoban got the Mets through the sixth inning, but he did give up the hit to Gorman. There's a swing and a miss. Another good fastball, 98 from Stanek. So Stanek pitched the seventh inning yesterday, had a walk and a strikeout in a scoreless inning. Then it was Romero, then O'Brien. Way off the bag at third is Nolan Gorman. We are in the seventh inning. Each team with a hit, each team with a run, each team with 4 hits. Mets have stranded 3, the Cardinals 5, as the splitter is in the dirt, blocked by Pages. Done a nice job behind the plate today. Cardinals will have to control the running game this inning. Big threat at first base in Luis Robert Jr. He's a big man standing next to Alec Burleson, you can tell. He's got his lead, leaning a little bit, not going. The pitch is high for a ball. And that makes it a full count. Will the Mets run here? How about a strike him out, throw him out? Little wind from left to right here. The 3-2 delivery, not going. The pitch is hit in the air to center field. Straightaway center field, moving over a step or two to his left is Victor Scott. He one-hands it, and it's out number 1 for the Mets here in the seventh, and Marcus Semien will bat. Sundays at the ballpark are for kids, of course. Every Sunday home game, bring the family to enjoy games, ice cream, kid-friendly live music, great giveaways, and more. For details, visit cardinals.com/Kids Sunday. And that was on display the first Sunday of the season. We saw a lot of video going on with a lot of fun games for kids and a lot of activities, and of course the ice cream. How can you beat it? So that is Kids Sundays at the ballpark. Marcus Semien takes a pitch low. 2-0 the count to him as he did not chase the splitter. Mets and the Cardinals playing for the series victory here today. Knotted at 1 in the 7th inning. Nolan Gorman was able to drive in a run to tie it in the bottom half of the 6th. Next delivery is a called strike. And the hit by Gorman was a 2-strike hit. The Cardinals have 22 of those, which is 5th in all of baseball. And 17 RBIs with 2-out hits, which is 3rd in baseball. It's been a real trait of this team. The next delivery is inside 3-1, and again in danger of a walk, and the Cardinals do not need one of those. The Mets would take one. Cardinals have also hit 5 home runs with 2 strikes. That's the most in baseball. But it's Stanek who has the 7th. Swing and a foul back by Semien makes it 3-2. Ryan Stanek, like Ryan Sandberg, he was named after him. But born in St. Louis, traveled around in the big leagues, and he is the veteran out there in the Cardinals bullpen. And he has a 3-2 count. Will Robert go this time? He's not. And it's a called strike 3 on the inside corner, and the Cardinals do not, or the Mets do not have a challenge left. I wasn't sure that was a strike, but it goes as one regardless. And not having a challenge could be a big deal from the Mets' point of view here in the 7th inning. As Stanek strikes out Semien, so there's 2 outs, runner at first base. And it's Francisco Alvarez. And a swing and a miss, strike 1 on him. And that pitch would have been ball 4. And they might have challenged that had they not lost their last challenge. How about that? Robert might go now with 2 outs. He's not. The pitch is low and handled by Pages in the dirt, so we're going to need a new baseball. What a break for the Cardinals that was. I'm sure they would have challenged that. Stanek trying to put up a 0 here in the 7th inning. There's 2 outs, 1 on, and that pitch is inside. May have hit the bat, or did it hit the catcher's glove? They're calling it catcher's interference. And Alvarez was all over that, and the umpire was a little slow in making that call, but Alvarez made the call, and no protest by Pages, so that's going to be catcher's interference. As he reached up to try to catch that, he hit the bat of Alvarez, and whether you swing or not, you don't have to swing for it to be catcher's interference. The glove hit the bat on the check swing. So Alvarez goes to first base on the catcher's interference, which is an error on Pages, the Cardinals' 2nd error of the game. And batting for Tyrone Taylor is Carson Benj, who we saw yesterday. And out to go to his pen is Ollie Marmol. We're going to have a pitching change. And this pitching change is brought to you by Missouri Farmers Care, feeding Cardinal fans across the nation. We'll be right back.
Cardinals fans, this is your moment. The Cardinals Hall of Fame ballot presented by Edward Jones is officially open, and you have a voice in who gets inducted into the next Hall of Fame class. Now through April 17th, head to cardinals.com/HOF and cast your vote for this year's legendary ballot. Yadier Molina, Albert Pujols, Brian Jordan, George Hendrick, and Steve Carlson. These Cardinals icons helped shape generations of Cardinals baseball. Now it's your turn to help shape history. Vote today at cardinals.com/HOF.
Enjoy a true St. Louis Cardinals baseball experience. Book your Grand Slam ticket package today at the luxurious Marriott St. Louis Grand, steps away from Busch Stadium. You'll get 2 Cardinals tickets plus free hotel self-parking, complimentary high-speed internet access, and $20 towards a great pregame or postgame meal at Zinnia Bar and Grill. Grand Slam ticket packages start at $199. Book yours today at MarriottStLouisGrand.com. That's MarriottStLouisGrand.com. Proud hotel partner of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. At Morgan & Morgan, we don't back down. We fight to get you every dollar you deserve. No curveballs, no strikeouts, just results. That's why we've recovered over $25 billion for our clients and fight for them from offices nationwide. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, proud sponsor of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
20 years ago, gas was $2 a gallon. Flip phones were all the rage, and CarShield hit the road to protect drivers like you. Since 2005, we've helped save drivers over $1 billion in repairs, keeping millions of cars and memories on the road. Through every road trip, every first car, and every unexpected breakdown, CarShield has had your back. Join the celebration. Visit carshield.com and keep rolling with us for the next 20 years. Coverage varies by plans. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Perfect slider, strike one from JoJo Romero to Carson Benj, the pinch hitter for Taylor. We're in the top of the 7th inning. 2 runners on, 2 outs. They belong to Stanek. And the next delivery is a swing and a foul off to the left. So JoJo 0-2 on Benj. They had 3 left-handers on their bench, the Mets have. They've used 2 of them this inning in Beatty and Benj. They also have Jared Young and Torrens as a right-handed batting catcher. JoJo, can he finish him off? He's got an 0-2 pitch coming up. It's a slider, and it's fouled off. That one was a little bit too hittable from JoJo, who had a nasty slider here last night. Scoreless inning for him, had a strikeout and no base runners. Will he send the Cardinals to the bottom of the 7th? 0-2 pitch, a check swing, and a foul. And that's going to go into the Mets dugout. Robert Jr., good speed at second base, and they've got Francisco Alvarez, who's aboard on catcher's interference. He's at first base. There's 2 outs. Romero facing the rookie Benj. The 0-2 pitch is a little bit outside for a ball. Again, the Mets out of challenges, and that's been a factor in this inning. Cardinals have 1 left. One and 2 the count. Does he come back with the slider here? The 1-2 pitch, it's a fastball in, and he fouled it off. JoJo throws hard. He can rush it up there. The Cardinals will have the bottom of the order. Church, Pajes, and Victor Scott the second due up. They've got a lefty up in their bullpen. A 1-2 pitch. Here it comes. It's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. JoJo gets the job done in the top of the 7th inning, striking out the pinch hitter Benj. The 7th inning stretch presented by Spectrum, built for big moments. Here for St. Louis, we are tied at 1.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mid is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mid. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
When allergies hit, oh, they derail your whole day. But Claritin D punches back harder. It gives you fast relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin D starts working in as little as 30 minutes, helping you break free from the hold allergies have over your day, so you can feel like you again. When allergies get in your way, try Claritin D. Claritin clears. Use as directed.
What is true masculinity, and does it mean standing up for your beliefs even when it's uncomfortable, or just going along with what others say? Vitae Foundation's research showed that when women find out they are unexpectedly pregnant and they share the news of their pregnancy, they are frustrated when men say, "I'll support you no matter what you choose." They want men to step forward as providers and protectors. It's time to empower men and women to choose life, to restore masculinity in our culture. Learn more at talkprolife.org.
Seventh inning stretch was presented by Spectrum. It's internet, mobile, and streaming TV all from one place. Mets have a new pitcher. It is Brooks Raley. He's a left-hander, and he will face Church Pajes and Victor Scott II, although it's Jordan Walker who's going to pinch hit for Church to lead things off. We saw Raley in this series, and that was in Game 1. He pitched a scoreless inning. And that was the Mets' 4-2 victory. He looked good in that game. And he's ready for Walker. First pitch to him is a called strike on the outer half. Good work by JoJo Romero to get the Cardinals through the top half. Raley, a 37-year-old left-hander. There's a pitch low for a ball. Former Cubs draftee. Played at Texas A&M. Big leagues with the Cubs, Astros, Tampa Bay, and the last 4 years with the Mets. His next pitch is a called strike, 1-2 on Walker. 30 games for the Mets last year, a 2.45 ERA, so we had a nice season for them. So Church was 0 for 2 in this game. Benj takes over in right field for Taylor, and Beatty takes over for Vientos at first base. The windup and the pitch to Walker is inside and back to the screen. Almost hit him. Graybar's your electrical and datacom distributor, helping to power, connect, and maintain your operations.
Yep.
Graybar does that. We are in the bottom of the seventh of a 1-1 game. Each team with 4 hits. The Cardinals have made 2 errors. Next delivery to Walker is right down central, a called strike 3. He was looking for something else. That was a breaking pitch that caught the heart of the plate, and Walker is a strikeout victim, and Pajes will bat. I think Jordan was guessing there, is my guess.
You were guessing too.
I was guessing. That's right. I might be wrong with my guess. Breaking pitch outside for a ball. Pajes is grounded out and struck out in this game. Breaking pitch and a beauty. Raley's got a good slider. That's a called strike to Pajes. The starters were Peralta and Liberatore. Each of them pitched well. Each of them gave up just 1 run. Libby went 6. Peralta, 5 1/3. Brooks Raley has his sign and goes into the windup, and it's popped up behind home plate. That's going to get out of play, and it'll be a souvenir. And it's that time of the game when I just tend to get this epiphany. Comes out of nowhere what the attendance guess is, and I'm going to go with 21,684. Next delivery to Pajes is a swing and a miss. Got him with an off-speed pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts for Raley, who looks very sharp. Well, if you're a 37-year-old left-hander, that means you've stayed in this game a long time. That means you've done something right. It's a nice career to still be pitching at 37. Now facing Victor Scott. And it's strike 1 to him. And if you're a left-hander throwing strikes, even better. So Romero and Raley are now the pitchers of record as he misses low to Victor, who has struck out and grounded out. Vic has had a good start to the season. Very good start to the season. Each team has used 3 pitchers. No action in either bullpen right now. Raley delivers, and there's a bunt in front of the pitcher, and Raley has it, and it was a little bit too hard on the bunt. He's able to throw out Victor Scott. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for Raley. We go to the 8th. John will have the play-by-play. Mets 1, Cardinals 1.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling.
The Illini men's basketball team is off to the Final Four in Indianapolis. And Pia's has big congratulations to this special team on the deep run. Watch college basketball's finest moments with other fans at Pia's, 1609 West Springfield Avenue. Enjoy beers and your favorite beverages along with a Slugger Burger. Pia's, as you wear your orange and blue. Since 1975, congratulating our Illini on this Final Four appearance. Go Illini from Pia's.
Free tomato plants. Is there a better offer in the galaxy? For over 4 decades, we've been welcoming spring with free tomato plants from First Federal Savings Bank of Champaign-Urbana. Everyone is welcome to 2 free tomato plants at the return of this great First Federal and community tradition. To get your 2 free super fantastic variety tomato plants Monday, May 4th, just come into our lobby at either First Federal location, 1311 South Neal Street, Champaign, or 301 West Springfield Avenue, Urbana. While supplies last, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. First Federal Savings Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
At ABC Heating and Air, it's our promise to help you always be comfortable. Do you need rescued because you're burning hot? Do you need rescued because your air is shot? Call ABC Heating and Air at 352-5400 and let us rescue you from the heat. ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400. Can't you see you need to call me at ABC? Call ABC Heating and Air. That's ABC Heating and Air, 352-5400.
Ball 1 issued to Francisco Lindor, batting right-handed. He hits a ground ball past the mound up the middle. Sliding, Wynn gets to it, gets up, fires a strike, the first one out. Lindor is retired by his counterpart, Mason Wynn, who won the 100th Gold Glove in Cardinals history, winning that at shortstop last year.
He actually caught that ground ball while he was sliding and then used his legs to pop himself back up again and throw a strike to get the speedy Lindor. That was a plus play for Mason Wynn.
Here's Juan Soto, who accounted for the Mets' run with a homer his last time up. He taps that one foul, facing lefty JoJo Romero.
So not only a nice play by Mason Wynn, but in a 1-1 game in the 8th inning.
Big play. Keep Lindor off base ahead of Juan Soto. Soto is 1 for 3 today. The pitch to him, a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. For the series, 4 for 10. A double, a home run, 2 walks, and 2 runs batted in. They play him to pull on the infield. He pops it up foul, out of play. That goes off to the left, way back behind the Mets dugout on the third base side. In our game, brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser. Enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. Cardinals 1, Mets 1. We're in the 8th. The hits are even at 4. The Cardinals have made the game's 2 errors. Now the pitch by Romero, a swing, and there's a high fly ball, right center field. Walker, the right fielder for the Cardinals, gets over there, calling off Scott to make the catch. Soto had to move the arms in just enough to keep from driving that to the Cardinal bullpen.
I could not tell by the crack of the bat up here just how much he got that on the sweet spot, but he must not have, because that was a big swing by Soto. And we've seen him go deep to that part of the ballpark before. Unfortunately, he didn't quite get it on the screws, and it's out number 2.
Bichette has hit 2 fly balls to right today and a base hit. He takes strike 1 from JoJo Romero. Romero struck out Carson Benj, leaving 2 on in the 7th inning, and has retired the first 2 batters in the 8th. Romero's next pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Bichette didn't like it. Can't challenge, though. The Mets are out of challenges. 0-2. But Bichette 1 for 3 today. He's 3 for 25 to open the season. Ground ball to the shortstop. Wynn near second. Throws out Bichette. It's getting late. We go to the bottom of the 8th with the Cardinals and Mets tied at 1.
At Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people with amazing service, great design advice, and unbeatable selection and the best prices in town. It's the perfect time to update your home with waterproof flooring, carpet, hardwood, tile, and more. Then complete your rooms by shopping our incredible selection of furniture and accessories. We also offer great financing options. Carpet Weavers Flooring and Furniture Gallery, we're flooring people.
Chapter 1, page 1. On a peaceful Saturday morning, the homeowner decided it was finally time to clean out the garage. The homeowner calmly lifted the old bookshelf, which immediately collapsed into several regrettable pieces.
Okay, this isn't your new audiobook, and that's definitely not how your weekend cleanout should go. Instead, call 2 Men in a Junk Truck. We haul away the heavy stuff, the broken stuff, and the stuff you really don't want to deal with. Book your junk removal today at 2meninajuncktruck.com. 2 Men in a Junk Truck. We make space for what matters.
Sarah Champagne Managing Partner Ben Quattrone on why integrity is important at Sarah.
We hire the person. The person makes the deal. The person makes the department. The person makes everyone around them treat people with courtesy and respect. If you have a quality human being, you can play any position, right? We're talking about sports. They can perform in any department, and I could teach someone a job, but I can't teach them to be a good person.
Learn more at sarahchampagne.com. That's SERRA champagne.com.
The Illini men's basketball team is off to the Final Four in Indianapolis. And Pius has big congratulations to this special team on the deep run. Watch college basketball's finest moments with other fans at Pius, 1609 West Springfield Avenue. Enjoy beers and your favorite beverages along with a Slugger Burger. Pius, as you wear your orange and blue. Since 1975, congratulating our Illini on this Final Four appearance. Go Illini from Pius.
Freddie Peralta gave up a run on 3 hits over 5 1/3. He walked 2 and struck out 7, throwing a wild pitch. Oscar Brazaban gave up an inherited runner, giving up a 2-out, 2-strike single to Nolan Gorman, tying the game in the 6th inning. Then Raley a 3-3 down 7th, striking out 2. And it's former Cardinal Luke Weaver on the mound, facing Weatherholt, who swings and pops it up foul. Back and out of play it goes. Luke Weaver, 32 years old, out of Florida State. The Cardinals drafted him number 1 in 2014, the 27th overall pick, and he made it to the big leagues in 2016 with the Cardinals.
He's really figured it out as a reliever more than as a starter. I think that's become his home.
Weatherholt swings, and it's a fly ball to right field. Moving back and now coming in some, and to his left, Benj gets there and makes the play. Weatherholt is out number 1. Weaver with the Cardinals on to Arizona, then Kansas City in 22. 23 pitched with the Cincinnati Reds. Also Seattle, then to the New York Yankees, with the Yankees in 24, 25, the Mets in 26. 6'2", 180-pound Luke Weaver. Ivan Herrera bats. Big swing and a foul ball back to the screen. 95 on the first pitch from Weaver. Weaver, a big league record of 38 and 49, 4.73 ERA in 272 games. You know his nickname?
I don't. Dream.
There you go.
I didn't know it, and then as I said no, I remembered it. Dream Weaver.
Luke Allen Weaver. The sidestep, the kick, the pitch. A strike called at the knees, 0-2 on Ivan Herrera. A base hit and a walk. 1 out of 2 officially for Herrera, DHing today after catching in the game last night. The Cardinals and Mets are tied at 1 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Our game started an hour late because of weather. The pitch. Foul ball. That's off the screen above the Cardinal dugout. A late swing, but it's Herrera staying alive with that swing. On deck, Alec Burleson. Hitting room in the left field corner for Herrera. Soto plays way off the line. The pitch by Weaver. Check swing, outside a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Robert in center field is shading Herrera toward right center. Straight up in right field, Benj. Beatty plays off the line, deep at first. Up the middle at second, Semien. Lindor, a deep shortstop, off the line at third, Bo Bichette. Alvarez puts down the target, the pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Ivan Herrera, 25 years old, from Panama. 19 home runs last year, looking for his first this year. Weaver letting the pitch timer go down to 1. He deals. Check swing. Did he offer? He did, according to the first base umpire, Edwin Moscoso. Herrera's out on strikes as we pause for an ID here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
You're listening to St. Louis Cardinals baseball on WSJK Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, ESPN 93.5. Brought to you by Max Twin City Recycling. Visit them at maxrecycling.com.
Along with Ricky Horton, Mike Claiborne, I'm John Rooney at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Jim Jackson is our producer-engineer with Daniel Hinkamp in the St. Louis studio. Emmett Concanon is our booth assistant at the ballpark this year. Alec Burleson. A swing and a miss, and Burleson was trying to give the Cardinals the lead with that swing.
That he was.
Wind blowing from left to right field as we play here in the bottom of the 8th.
One thought on his mind.
Weaver lets the pitch timer go down to 2-1, and he pitches. Up and away, a ball. Weaver likes to play the waiting game with the hitter. Let the bat get heavy. Burleson holds the bat high. The pitch timer down to 3, 2, and at 1, Weaver starts his motion. The pitch. A swing and a line drive, deep right field. That is going to be caught in front of the 375 sign by Benj. A lot of top spin on that one. Hit hard, but out number 3, and we go to the 9th, tied at 1 with the Mets.
Corn isn't just grown here, it works here. Illinois corn is a real heavy hitter, leading the nation in output and driving a $148 billion economic impact statewide. From jobs and products to opportunities in communities across Illinois, corn keeps our economy moving season after season. From first pitch to the final out, corn delivers for Illinois. Learn more about our homegrown economy made possible with corn at watchusgrow.org/corn.
Hey Cardinals fans, Victor Scott II here. I've teamed up with Ameren to share some key electrical safety tips to protect your home team. Start by installing GFCI outlets in kitchens and bathrooms. They're like your home's gold glove defenders, stopping electrical hazards before they happen. Next, make sure your plugs fit snugly in their outlets, and don't forget to child-proof your outlets to keep your youngest players out of harm's way. For more ways to stay safe at home, visit Ameren.com/safety.
Don't forget your favorite Lays, the perfect sidekick to your game day. No matter if you're cheering for our St. Louis Cardinals from the stands or hosting the ultimate game day throwdown with your crew, there's a Lays flavor to go with it. Lays, proud partner of your St. Louis Cardinals.
There's a certain magic in Cardinals Nation, one that can't be found anywhere else. You don't have to look all that hard to find it. It's on the flag-lined streets, in the packed pubs on game day, on the worn-down birds on bats, on cars, and on windows. It's in every memory, every celebration. Yeah, there's magic here. Can you feel it?
Sign up for Cardinals checking with Central Bank and get a St. Louis Cardinals full zip vest and 2 game tickets. See bank for details. Member FDIC.
Whenever water damage strikes your home or business, call on the cleanup and restoration specialists at 1-800-SERVE-PRO to help make it like it never even happened. That's 1-800-SERVE-PRO. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Riley O'Brien picked up the save in the game last night. The Cardinals won 3-0. He retired Luis Robert Jr. on a pop-up, Jared Young on a ground-out, and Brett Beatty on a ground-out. Jorge Polanco leads off here against O'Brien, and then it's Robert and Beatty, 2 of the hitters that Riley faced last night. 1-1 our score in the 9th inning. The first pitch is swung on and hit well to right field. Walker moving back. He jumps, and the ball goes over his glove and off the wall. Polanco has second base, takes the turn. He'll go back to the bag with the throw way offline. And now Mason Wynn hustles over to third to cover the bag.
That ball carried better than the ball that Burleson hit, but I think it's the topspin that you were talking about. As Polanco got a slider, boy, he looks better from the left side of the plate, doesn't he?
A lot better.
And that ball was hit very sharply, and Jordan turned around a little bit, but I don't think he could make that play anyway.
Then the ball hit the padded wall, carried him toward the infield. Polanco off the field, removed for a pinch runner. And it's Jared Young running at second base. Luis Robert Jr., a base hit off Stanek in the 7th inning. Even after the first pitch he saw from the Cardinal right-hander. Now it's Riley O'Brien in the 9th with a go-ahead run at second base. The pitch in there for a strike.
Riley needs a strikeout here. Keep that runner off at third base with less than 2 outs.
This is like opening extra innings.
It is.
With a runner at second base, nobody out in the 9th. The pitch outside. But the Mets earned this base runner with a double by Polanco. Young, the runner at second. O'Brien out of the stretch. The 1-1 pitch for Luis Robert Jr. Fouled, and that goes behind their third base coach, Tim Leeper. 1 ball, 2 strikes. O'Brien could use the strikeout indeed.
Well, he can kind of go nasty on him here 2 different ways. Either the sharp slider or the sinker. Both pitches are swing and miss pitches. We'll see which one he chooses.
O'Brien from the stretch. Young leads at second base. The kick, the pitch in the dirt, stopped by Pages.
It was the sweeper. Could not get him to chase.
New ball thrown to the mound to Riley O'Brien. Matthew Liberatore, 6 innings, 1 run on 3 hits allowed. He walked 1, struck out 2, gave up the run on a Soto home run. Ryan Stanek, 2/3 of the 7th with a base hit and a strikeout. An inning and a third for JoJo Romero. The pitch by O'Brien, a swing and a miss. He got Luis Robert Jr. for out number 1 in the 9th.
Got him with the sinking fastball, had a lot on it, and Robert swung over the top of it. And that's a huge strikeout. Devin Williams is throwing in the pen for the Mets. We know how nasty he can be.
Brett Beatty. He came up as a pinch hitter in the 7th inning, hit a fly ball to center field. Stayed in to play first base. A half swing and a foul down the left field line. Strike 1 on Beatty.
And just as if you are pitching an extra inning, you get that first strikeout, that's huge. I mean, the whole game, it becomes baseball at that point. You like to say that. You play baseball in extra innings when you get that runner at second base,
right, and
you start thinking, oh, how do I move him over, or did I move him over? Really changes the complexion of an inning.
The 1-strike pitch for Beatty. The left-handed batter takes a slider in the dirt. Pages requests a new baseball, throws it to the mound. We really took note of Riley O'Brien a couple of years ago in spring training, displaying a devastating slider. Then he got hurt opening day in Los Angeles against the Dodgers. The pitch is swung on and missed. Through the sweeper where it broke close enough to the plate, but not over the plate. And no contact for Beatty, who's down in the count 1-2. O'Brien started with the Cardinals in 24. Pitching in the 9th inning in a tie game today. The pitch, a swing and a foul off to the right.
He doubled up on that sweeper, and Beatty was just able to get a piece of it.
Back to second base, Jared Young, pinch running for Jorge Polanco. Polanco, their designated hitter, hit a double that went pounding off the right field wall, rolling toward the infield. 1-1 game. We're in the 9th inning. Final game of a 3-game series. O'Brien with the 1-2 pitch. Beatty hits a ground ball to the shortstop. Young goes to third. The throw by Wynn in time for out number 2. Move
the runner over no matter what. That's a run. If the infield is in, it's a base hit. If the infield's back, he still are able to score from third on that. So that's the whole difference of not getting that runner over.
The strikeout by Robert, followed by the ground out. The ground out was out number 2. Here's Simeon. O'Brien's pitch. Ground ball hit foul on the third baseline. Simeon's day so far, a ground out, a walk, and a called third strike. He's 0 for 7 in the series with 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. New ball thrown to the mound to Riley O'Brien. Didn't like the grip on the ball, the feel of the baseball, so he gets a new one. Holds the glove to his chest, takes in the sign by way of pitch comm, and works out of the stretch. The kick, the pitch. Check swing, a little bit low, and Pedro Pages is challenging.
Well, they're going to say it's a swing first, so they don't have to challenge.
There we go.
As they were going to do both.
Pedro was tapping the batting helmet,
yes,
but on the appeal, it's a swing. 0-2 on Simeon.
Even better.
2 outs, top of the 9th, runner at third, and a tie game. O'Brien looks to third. He deals. A swing, and it's popped up behind home plate. Pages to the screen, gives it a look. The ball goes into the stands. Riley O'Brien with a new baseball, walking back to the pitching rubber.
It's a good thing they called it on the swing because that was low, that pitch. And Pages would have challenged it.
0-2 with 2 outs. Young at third, representing the go-ahead run. The pitch. Simeon takes inside. Looked like he tried to lean into that pitch. 1-2.
I agree with you.
Pages going through the signs, pushing the buttons on the pitch comm. O'Brien picks one out and from the stretch. A look to third. The 1-2 pitch for Marcus Simeon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And we're going to the bottom of the 9th. The Cardinals need a run to win it. They'll be facing St. Louis and Devin Williams. Tied at 1 with the Mets.
Do you know that by donating your gently used items to Goodwill, you're not only giving those items a new life, but you're helping people right here in your community enrich their lives with meaningful work. Your donations support Goodwill's mission of helping people with barriers to employment to be able to get rewarding jobs which provide not only a paycheck, but a very important sense of purpose. Your donations really do change lives. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill.
It's tax time, y'all. If you want to file free, this next one's for you.
Now taxes is so free. Tax free edition only. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple form 1040 returns only. This is taxes.
Love that jam. Up next, commercials.
Intuit TurboTax free edition. See if you qualify at turbotax.com/free. No schedules except for earned income tax credit, child tax credit, student loan interest, and Schedule 1A.
Every team needs a closer, someone you trust when the game's on the line. At Morgan & Morgan, we've got a deep bullpen and winning streak. Because when a case gets tough, you want someone ready to close. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm and proud partner of the St. Louis Cardinals.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. Past results afford no guarantee of future results. Every case is different and must be judged on its own merits.
There's a reason families have trusted Rottler Pest Solutions for over 70 years. From ants and spiders to mosquitoes, rodents, and termites, Rottler delivers proven year-round protection from local technicians who understand our communities. Don't give pests a home field advantage. Protect your home with a team generations have relied on. Schedule today at Rottler.com. Rottler, official pest control of the St. Louis Cardinals.
The Cardinals have walked off one winner on this homestand. That was an extra inning victory in Game 2 of the season against the Tampa Bay Rays. And now in a 1-1 game in the bottom of the 9th, they'll try to accomplish that and win the series against the Mets, but they'll have to do it against St. Louis and Devin Williams. He has been a National League reliever of the year while pitching with the Milwaukee Brewers. Here's a fastball, up and away, ball 1. Mason Wynn leads off, 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Wynn, Gorman, Sajazi. Gorman has the RBI for the Cardinals. Soto a home run in the 6th for the Mets. Williams pitch. Change up low. 2 balls, no strikes. Williams finished up the game on Monday, picking up his first save of the year, saving the game for Clay Holmes in a 4-2 victory for New York. The pitch. Mason takes high, ball 3, 3-0. In a game like this, walks are appreciated.
Oh, you bet. Put some pressure on the Mets.
The left field corner unguarded with Soto playing in left center. Mason Wynn takes high, ball 4, and the winning run is on, leading off the 9th.
Justin Brule is getting loose in the Cardinals bullpen in case we need to go to extra innings. Looks like he will have that, but the Cardinals would love to finish it right here.
Nolan Gorman, a line out to right, a walk, and an RBI single to right center field, scoring J.J. Weatherholt with the Cardinal run in the 6th. Williams with the pitch. Gorman swings and misses. He was trying to end it with that swing. Here we go. The Munsters theme. Rally coming here. 1 strike the count. Williams will look to first base. The pitch. Gorman takes a high fastball. And in the back of Devin Williams' mind, Mason Wynn just might take off.
That's right. Split attention. Walked him. That's frustrating. You got Gorman. You know you have to be wary of his power. A lot going on in the mind of Devin Williams right here.
Wynn with a good lead at first base. Beatty holding from the stretch. Devin Williams deals. Inside.
Almost hit him.
That fastball had some cut to it and nearly clipped the uniform of Nolan Gorman. Wynn with the leadoff walk. Gorman adjusting the batting helmet, slightly open stance. Levels the bat over the plate. Williams straightens from the stretch. A move to first. Mason is back in ahead of Beatty's tag. Mason Wynn. Last year, stole 9 bases. Remember, he was bothered by a sore knee much of the second half of the season. Wynn bounces off to a little bit bigger lead this time. The 2-1 pitch here for Gorman. A swing, and Gorman fouls that one. It goes off the tarp down the right field line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Gorman a deep breath. Walks back in, left foot near the back line of the batter's box. They're playing him to pull on the infield with Bo Bichette playing like a shortstop at third, giving up the third base line. The pitch. Gorman takes low. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and this comes after a leadoff walk.
Yeah, that was a good take right there, and on one of those crazy changeups that Williams throws that just stops and just dies at the plate, and once you start to swing at it, you can't stop.
3 balls, 2 strikes. With nobody out, Wynn takes a lead at first base. He's leaning. He's running. The pitch is swung on, and a high fly ball, right field. Here comes Benj. The rookie out of Oklahoma State makes the catch. 1 down.
That was a pretty good jump by Mason.
Great jump by Mason.
I think he would have had that stolen.
1 out for Thomas Sajaci. Sajaci has struck out, singled, and struck out. 1 for 6 to open the new season with a base on balls, a run scored, and 2 strikeouts for Sajaci out of Carlsbad, California. Devin Williams pitches. Check swing, up and in, ball 1. On the appeal, no swing. Sajaci takes a look to the third base coach, Pop Warner. Stubby Clapp says something to Mason Wynn, his runner at first base. This Mason takes another step, a little bit bigger lead at first base. Devin Williams from the stretch. Pickoff throw, and Mason is ahead of the tag again. He's back safely. The Cardinals lost the first game in this series 4-2. Came back to win a terrific game. Very well played. 3-0 last night. We're tied at 1 in the bottom of the ninth. Wynn represents the winning run. The pitch. Sajasi gets out of the way of an inside pitch. That changeup almost got away from the catcher. Alvarez was able to catch it. The count 2-0 on Thomas Sajasi. Very deep left field for Soto. The pitch. Sajasi swings and misses a changeup. The swing was already accomplished before the ball got to the plate. That's how far out in front Sajasi was, looking for something with a lot more pepper on it. 2-1. Wynn leads at first. He's going. Big jump. Sajasi takes outside. The ball's dropped. Alvarez with no throw and a stolen base for Mason Wynn is first. He's the winning run at second with one out.
Called a strike, and it's being challenged by Sajasi.
And it is a strike.
Call confirmed. St. Louis has no challenges remaining.
2-2 on Sajasi.
It's actually a good time to use it, because if you go extra innings, you only get one if you don't have any. So they would be at the same amount anyway. You might as well use one in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Williams from the stretch. The winning run at second base now with one out. The right-hander's pitch. Sajasi hits this in the air to right field, right to Carson Benj. He has it. Wynn bluffs a move toward third. The throw comes to the shortstop, Lindor. 2 outs, and Jordan Walker has a chance to end the game right here, right now. Walker was called out on strikes, facing left-hander Brooks Raley.
Just because you don't start the game doesn't mean you can't end the game. That's what Jordan's trying to do right here.
Francisco Alvarez appears to have a pitch comm issue again. Now he's behind the plate. Devin Williams to the pitching rubber. A lead at second base for Mason Wynn. 1-1 our score. Bottom of the ninth inning. The Mets about hit the Cardinals today 5-4. Wynn is the winning run. The pitch to Walker. A swing and a foul off to the left.
The Mets bench, and that's the first base coach, Gilbert Gomez, just moved in all of the outfielders about 5 feet. They want them to be at least close enough on a base hit to be able to have a chance at throwing out Mason Wynn at the plate.
Now coming in even closer, the right fielder, Carson Benj. The one-strike pitch here for Jordan Walker. A swing and a foul back. Walker's in the hole, 0-2, and look out for the changeup now.
That was his pitch right there. He had a pretty good swing at it, but just missed it. Got underneath it.
Jordan Walker batting .278, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Trying to pick up Mason Wynn and send us to the first road trip of the year. Williams is ready. The kick, the pitch. Walker strikes out swinging, and Ricky will have the 10th in a 1-1 game.
Reggie, tell me why you love real estate.
Oh gosh, I'm on my 19th year in real estate, and the best part about it all truly is the friendships you make. Just the lifestyle, that culture in our office. I mean, I just love what it's given me for my life, especially when it's a win-win transaction and people move into their homes. It's really wonderful to see their dreams come true.
How do I reach out to you?
First of all, I've got a website, ReggieTaylorHomes.com. My phone number is 217-419-0141, and my email address is rtaylor@caldwellhomes.com.
Why do you like what you do?
I really enjoy helping either a buyer or seller to get to the next chapter. And they're relying on Reggie and I to help them achieve their next goal.
You're their realtor.
We're their realtor. It's Taylor Foltz team, Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. You can find me on the internet at dianafoltz.com. Cell phone number is 217-840-4133. And my email is diana@dianafoltz.com.
This is Paul Reekin with Dick Van Dyke Appliance World. This April, pick any day of the month. Don't miss our spring cleaning, scratch and dent, and or discontinued sale event of the century. We're talking 50, 60, 70% off the already reduced price.
Wow!
Now's the time to replace that dishwasher that's barely washing dishes. Here we have a dishwasher with a small dent on the door. Your kids are playing football in the kitchen every night while you're making dinner. It's gonna get dented anyway. Now you have a fully functional dishwasher and you saved $400. How about a refrigerator? Last year's model, not a single scratch. Save yourself $1,000 and put it towards a family summer vacation. Awesome! A new vent hood above your range. Be honest, you haven't looked at those grease filters since the late 90s. Buy a closeout hood and watch it shine from a room over for the next quarter century. It's the Dick Van Dyke Appliance World Spring Cleaning, Scratch and Dent, and or discontinued closeout appliance sale of the century. You don't have to rush. The sale is going on the whole month of April. Unless it's April 29th, you might want to hurry.
Wow!
And we have extra innings here at Busch Stadium. The Mets have had 3 extra inning games already. They're 1-1. The Cardinals are 1-0. And it is a new Cardinal pitcher, Justin Brule, the left-hander. Semien is the automatic runner at second. And the breaking pitch is inside, ball 1 to Francisco Alvarez. So it's Justin Brule appearing in his 3rd game with the Cardinals. He's played with the Dodgers, the Rockies, the Pirates, and the Blue Jays. There's a ground ball back to Brule. He's got it. He's got Semien locked up between second and third. He's running right at him, and they're going to get him in a rundown, but they make the rundown take too long, and the runner, Alvarez, is able to get to second base. So that's a mistake on the Cardinals' point, but it was handled correctly by Brule, but they didn't close the gap enough to get the tag on Semien. So he was able to stay in the rundown long enough. He's out 1-4. But the batter, Alvarez, is at second base. So still in scoring position for Carson Benj, who came on to pinch hit in the 7th inning. Brule set, and the pitch to Benj is inside for a ball. So the ball was hit sharply back to the pitcher, Brule, who was able to nab it, and that caught Semien between second and third. One our score. We're in the 10th inning, and the pitch is fouled back by Benj, who struck out against Jojo Romero in the 7th inning with a runner in scoring position. That's something the Mets have been not good at in this series. But they got another shot here in the 10th inning. Mets have 5 hits. The Cardinals have 4. The lefty Brule delivers a slider, and that's popped up left side of the infield, and it's Mason Wynn settling under it. He's got it. That's out number 2. Oh, how great it would be if they could get a 0 on the board in extra innings. That's tough to do. The Cardinals' automatic runner will be Jordan Walker in the bottom half with Pajes, Victor Scott, and J.J. Weatherholt. I wonder if we would see Pozo.
Tobias Myers is warming in their bullpen.
The changeup specialist. But it's Lindor at the plate, runner at second base. The pitch to him is outside, ball 1. Lindor batting from the right side. He has popped out, lined out, reached on an error, and grounded out in this game. Cardinals have gotten a ton of ground ball outs today and this season. The most ground ball outs in all of baseball. We'll take another one here with Brule facing Lindor. And that pitch is a sweeper for a called strike and a beauty. Brule from Petaluma, California. 28 years of age. Alvarez takes his lead, not a big lead, and the pitch to Lindor is a sweeper, and that's in the dirt, and no advancement. They told him to go at the plate, but he didn't go. So Alvarez going back to the bag as Pajes had to scurry to get that ball towards the Cardinals' dugout. There's a break. So it results in a 2-1 count on Lindor. The dangerous Soto to bat next, just as soon not see him again in this series. Brule set, a 2-1 pitch is pop foul over the Cardinals' dugout. 2-2 the count. One more good one from Brule is needed. Each team scored in the 6th inning. Soto hit a solo homer off of Matthew Liberatore. Cardinals got an RBI with 2 outs from Nolan Gorman. That's it. Chris Roycroft getting loose, backing up Brule. Brule has his sign, working with Pajes, and a 2-2 count on Lindor. The 2-2 pitch is way outside, 3-2. That one got away from him. Do not want to have Soto come to the plate. Brule working under stress, runner at second base, 3-2 count on Lindor, and that's inside ball 4, and he walked it. And before Soto bats, let's catch our breath. Pause for station ID on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Gray Bar.
You're listening to St. Louis Cardinals baseball on WSJK Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, ESPN 93.5. Brought to you by Max Twin City Recycling. Visit them at maxrecycling.com.
Wheels are turning for the Cardinals here with Soto coming to the plate. You've got 2 runners on in the 10th inning. Bichette, who's struggling, on deck. You've got a right-hander getting loose in the bullpen. I can't believe that they would walk Soto, but they're certainly going to be careful with him, as Soto has been the Mets' offense. And he has been on base every game that he's played against the Cardinals in his career. That's 41 games. So the game on the line here in the top of the 10th inning with Juan Soto at the plate. 2 runners on. Brule on the mound. First pitch to him is popped up on the infield, a mile high. Weatherholt calling for it. He's got it. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. The Cardinals need a run to win it. We're tied at 1.
Pitch to Torrey. Swung on and a shot to right center field, and the Cardinals win.
Register now for the 2026 Cardinals 5K, happening April 18th in downtown St. Louis. All participants will receive an exclusive long-sleeve t-shirt, a finisher's medallion featuring Cardinals and National Baseball Hall of Famer Joe Torre, and an unforgettable opportunity to take a victory lap around the warning track inside Busch Stadium. A virtual option is also available. Proceeds benefit Cardinals Care. Find more information and sign up today at cardinals.com/5K.
And the winning team takes the field. Led by Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 49 years straight. Here comes Bronco and Bronco Sport with GOAT modes. They're headed just a bit outside. There's Explorer with seating for up to 7 of your All-Stars. What a lineup. Ford is the official car, truck, and SUV of the St. Louis Cardinals. Your quality Ford dealers, proud sponsor of the St. Louis Cardinals. Based on 1977 to 2025 CY total sales.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Join us for a fantastical journey at St. Louis Union Station. Board the St. Louis Wheel, soaring 200 feet into the air all year round. The St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station lets you explore the world's great waterways and over 10,000 amazing creatures. Swing from the ropes course high over the aquarium and get lost in our mirror maze. It's all here at St. Louis Union Station, where the journey is like no other. Create your new memories at stlouisunionstation.com.
In Game 2 of the series, or of the season, I should say, the Cardinals had a walk-off extra inning game, and that came against Tampa Bay, and it was J.J. Weatherholt in his second big league game driving that run in. He's due up third this inning, but it's Pajes up first with the automatic runner. Jordan Walker taking his lead off a second. Tobias Myers is the pitcher for the Met. And they're expecting bunt, and the
wheel play was on.
They had the inside move just to do a little fact-finding mission there to see if Pajes was going to square.
Bichette came down the line. Lindor broke for third. Simeon was holding his ground, though, at second base.
I think they'll still bunt with Pajes. Walker taking that lead again. Pajes showing bunt, and that pitch is outside, ball 1 from Myers. And we saw Myers in this series. Wow, was he good. An inning and a third, he struck out 3 Cardinals. He struck out Church, Pages, and Victor Scott. And that's the part of the order he's facing here right now with Walker, the automatic runner. Wheel play looks like it's on again, and he was going to swing that time. Pages, and the ball got away from Alvarez, and Walker was not able to advance to third base. He thought about it. There was no one anywhere near him. He could have taken as big a lead as he wanted with the ball in the dirt. Pages read that the wheel play was on, so he was going to try to just hit a ground ball up the middle. Will the Mets do that again on a 2-0 count? Pages squares, and the inside move again, and that is a disengagement, the second one. I hope he's not counting and he does it again and balks him to third. We've seen that in this homestand already. The count is 2-0, and showing bunt and taking a strike is Pages. Myers has a outstanding changeup. So does the man who pitched the ninth inning for them, Devin Williams. Luke Weaver has a pretty good one too. 2-1 the count, and showing bunt, and missing the bunt and fouling it off the catcher. Boy, that caught Alvarez, and now it's a 2-2 count. So Pages, who's a good bunter, struggled his last time bunting. We are in the bottom of the 10th inning. It's 1-1. Will Pages bunt again, or will he try to hit the ball the other way? Let's see. Here's the pitch. He swings and misses and strikes out. Wow, that was disappointing. A 3-strikeout game for Pedro Pages, and that brings in Victor Scott II, a smooth operator, according to his walk-up song by Sade. Kind of easy listening music, but it won't be easy listening if he can get a base hit here. The pitch to him is outside for a ball. So the Mets weren't able to advance their automatic runner in the top of the 10th. Cardinals, same deal in the bottom half. So it's up to either Scott or Weatherholt to get in Walker. And the pitch to Victor is low for a ball, 2-0. Only 9 hits in this game. The Cardinals only have 4 of those. Herrera has 1. Weatherholt has 1. Gorman and Sajaci. The 2-0 pitch to Victor Scott is hit high in the air but foul. He got out in front of that one and pulled that one. That's the other side, not the Arenado side, but the Arenado seats down the right field line. Two and 1 the count on the Cardinals center fielder Victor Scott II. 0 for 2, 0 for 3 in this game, and he hits that on the ground to the right side, and that's going to advance Walker. But Victor will be thrown out at first, so there's 2 outs. And similar to the top half, a ground ball after an unsuccessful attempt to move the runner. Can J.J. Weatherholt do it again? He did it on Saturday. He's 1 for 4 in this game. Walker leads off third. The pitch to Weatherholt is low for a ball. He almost overcooked that one in the dirt, too. We'd take that. Rookie J.J. Weatherholt. Hitting .292 in the early going. Bats from the left side. The pitch from Myers is tapped foul. 1-1. Hard to stay back on that off-speed pitch of Myers. Former Brewer pitcher of the year as a starter. Now working out of the pen for the Mets. Trying to put a 0 up on the board in the bottom of the 10th. His 1-1 pitch is in the dirt and blocked by Alvarez, barely. His lower half came up, his glove went down, and there was a lot of room between the wickets had he not gotten a glove on that. He did not smother that, but was able to stop it. And Keep that runner at third base. So 2-1 the count to J.J. Weatherholt. The pitch from Myers is fouled off, 2-2. Cardinals with just one more strike here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Chris Roycroft is the right-hander. He's getting loose for the 11th if we go there. The fans here would prefer something different with Weatherholt at the plate, deep in the box. Noisy place here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch to Weatherholt is pop foul. Off to the left and out of play. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 10th inning. Rubber game of the series between the Mets and the Cardinals. The 2-2 pitch. But first a step off and a disengagement by Myers. Perhaps to change the sign. Now he's ready. The 2-2 pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a ground ball to the right side. It's handled at first. The throw is in time at the bag. A good play by the first baseman and the pitcher covering. And we are going to the 11th. John will have the play-by-play. Mets 1, Cardinals 1.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We have a simple formula at Shelter Insurance. Provide personalized coverage at great rates with local agents to help you choose the coverage you need. And if the unexpected happens, fulfill our promise to be there when you need us most. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Join us for a fantastical journey at St. Louis Union Station. Board the St. Louis Wheel, soaring 200 feet into the air all year round. The St. Louis Aquarium at Union Station lets you explore the world's great waterways and over 10,000 amazing creatures. Swing from the ropes course high over the aquarium and get lost in our mirror maze. It's all here at St. Louis Union Station, where the journey is like no other. Create your new memories at stlouisunionstation.com.
The pitch. Mason Wynn hits it hard. Deep left field. That ball's out of here.
Community America Credit Union has been helping people like you and me, shortstop Mason Wynn, to win big for 85 years. Cash back with your free checking. Win. No service fees or minimum balance. Win. Bank anywhere, anytime with their app. Win. So yeah, with Community America, you can win. And so can I. Mason Wynn. Community America Credit Union. Invested in St. Louis. Invested in you.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Chris Roycroft will be facing Bo Bichette, Jared Young, and Luis Robert Jr. in the 11th inning for the New York Mets. The designated runner is Juan Soto at second base. And a fastball is up and away to Bo Bichette. Bichette's day, a base hit in 4 at-bats. For the series, he has 2 hits in 12 at-bats. The pitch by Roycroft. A swing, and the ball is headed up the middle. It hit Roycroft, fielded by the Cardinals shortstop, and Wynn throws out Bichette. They get an out of it. On to third base with the go-ahead run is Soto. 1-6-3 on the out.
Roycroft had his body turned on his finish of his delivery, so he wasn't able to get his glove up in time, hit off his arm, and caromed to Mason Wynn. The Cardinals have the infield in now with Young at the plate.
Jared Young came on as a pinch runner and was left at third base in the 9th inning. With the infield in, Roycroft's pitch inside a ball. Roycroft appearing in his 3rd game, 0-0, a 20.25 ERA. 6 hits allowed, 3 earned runs, and an inning and a third. He has walked 1. The pitch. Low for a ball, 2 balls and no strikes. Justin Brule, 1 inning with a base on balls. Riley O'Brien, the 9th inning, 1 hit, and he struck out 2. JoJo Romero an inning and a third with a strikeout. With the infield in, the 2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3, 3-0. Gorman over at third, Win at short. Weatherhold at second, Burleson at first base, playing off the line. The pitch. Inside, ball 4. First and third, 1 out for Luis Robert Jr. Roycroft is going to have to try to slow things down here a little bit. This game is beginning to spin on him. Luis Robert 1 for 4, base hit back in the 7th inning. That was off Stanning. The pitch. Check swing, ball 1 low.
Cardinals have the infield back, but really tough guy to double up here in Luis Robert Jr. He runs so well. At Pages, I think a well-timed visit.
Oh, I do too.
With Roycroft.
Try to stop the world from spinning so fast for Roycroft. A comebacker by Bichette hit Roycroft, bounced to the grass behind the mound. Wynn got to it in time to throw Bichette out. And on the play, the designated runner Soto made third base. After that, Jared Young worked a walk, and it's Luis Robert Jr. with a 1-0 count. Luis Robert with 14 home runs, 53 RBIs, and 110 games with the White Sox last year. He wants to get the ball in the air. The pitch. Inside, a fastball, ball 2, and Roycroft can't find the plate now.
He's all over the place. A different pitcher from what we saw in spring training. And the Cardinals have a right-hander, I believe that's Graceffo, getting loose in a hurry in the Cardinals bullpen.
The 2-0 pitch here from Roycroft. Inside, 3-0. He's not close to the plate. Roycroft wants a different baseball.
You know, that'll
make a difference.
He was so straight to the plate in spring training, and he was so straight with his command and with his control of the slider and the sinker, and he's not that guy right now. It's spinning indeed.
The 3-0 pitch with runners at the corners, 1 out. A fastball in there, a strike at 95. And Luis Robert Jr. is looking for something to drive here on 3-1. The middle infield looking for a double play ball to get out of this inning. 1-1 our score in the 11th. The pitch by Roycroft. Inside, Robert takes a walk, loading the bases.
I think you have to take him out.
Oliver Marmol walking.
You hate to, but I think
the
you have
steps
to.
of the dugout. Brett Beatty is coming up. Gordon Graceffo is coming in, and this pitching change is brought to you by Goodwill. Give hope, give local, give Goodwill. We will be back.
Have you ever dreamed of wearing the birds on the bat and taking the field next to your favorite Cardinals alumni? Now is your chance at the Field of Dreams Fantasy Camp on the historic Field of Dreams movie site in Dyersville, Iowa, where you will live out your dreams of big league glory. With a former Cardinal as your manager and another former Cardinal as your teammate, you'll be drafted onto a team and compete for the World Series championship. Your experience will include autographs, photos, and so much more. For more information, visit cardinals.com/fantasycamp.
For 20 years, CarShield has helped save drivers from those "oh no" moments, because nobody wants to spend their vacation fund on a new transmission. Know what else turns 20 this year? Flip phones, frosted tips, hookah necklaces, and giant cargo shorts. But we're only talking about good memories here. From road trips to rush hour, CarShield has had your back. Join the celebration at carshield.com, because 20 years of saving drivers money never goes out of style. Coverage varies by plans. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
In the Palm Beaches, we are truly in a league of our own, with an unbeatable collection of year-round sports on display. Take a swing at tennis or pickleball, or get a front row seat to polo, baseball, and everything in between. Then, find out why we're called Florida's golf capital, with more than 145 beautifully manicured sun-soaked courses, perfect for pros and beginners. When it comes to sports destinations, there's no competition. Curate your vacation at thepalmbeaches.com.
In sports, success is about team effort, and the same is true for your hair. At Great Clips, we save your haircut details in clip notes, so every member of the highly skilled team knows exactly how to create your signature look. And with our easy-to-use app, you can check in from anywhere and get a ready next text when you're up next for a cut. It's the confidence of a great haircut delivered by a team you trust. Download our app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Gordon Graceffo on for his second outing. 1 inning and zeros. Just back from Memphis, and boy, is he on the hot seat right now. The bases are loaded, 1 out, a tie game in the 11th. The pitch, a strike call to Brett Beatty. Brett Beatty, 0 for 2 since coming on as a pinch hitter for Mark Vientos. That was back in the 7th inning. The go-ahead run over third base is Juan Soto. The bases are loaded. Graceffo with the pitch. Beatty takes outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Soto, the designated runner, is over at third. Young walked, so did Robert. The infield comes in on the right side of the infield with the count 1-1. The pitch, there's a broken back ground ball. Weatherholt comes home with it, a high throw, but the tag on Soto out. Down to second base goes Robert. The bases are loaded and they get the out at the plate. Two outs. They have to pick up all the splinters of the bat.
That was a pretty acrobatic play by the Cardinal catcher Pages to catch that high throw and make the play at the plate.
Here's a check swing and a ball low. Marcus Semien, the batter. Young at third. Robert moved into second base. Beatty is on the fielder's choice. Graceffo with the pitch. Inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Semien, ground out, walk, strikeout, strikeout. He was caught between second and third as a designated runner and tagged out in the 10th. The 2-0 pitch. A swing, and there's a high fly ball. Right center field. Walker waits for it. He's there. He has it. Graceffo works some magic. And is he pumped as he comes off the field, leaving the bases loaded, giving the Cardinals another chance to win this in extra innings as we move to the bottom of the 11th in a 1-1 game.
Cardinals fans, this is your moment. The Cardinals Hall of Fame ballot presented by Edward Jones is officially open, and you have a voice in who gets inducted into the next Hall of Fame class. Now through April 17th, head to cardinals.com/HOF and cast your vote for this year's legendary ballot. Yadier Molina, Albert Pujols, Brian Jordan, George Hendrick, and Steve Carlton. These Cardinals icons helped shape generations of Cardinals baseball. Now it's your turn to help shape history. Vote today at cardinals.com/HOF.
Enjoy a true St. Louis Cardinals baseball experience. Book your Grand Slam ticket package today at the luxurious Marriott St. Louis Grand, steps away from Busch Stadium. You'll get 2 Cardinals tickets plus free hotel self-parking, complimentary high-speed internet access, and $20 towards a great pregame or postgame meal at Zinnia Bar and Grill. Grand Slam ticket packages start at $199. Book yours today at MarriottStLouisGrand.com. That's MarriottStLouisGrand.com. Proud hotel partner of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Baseball is all about stepping up to the plate when it matters most. And when you've been injured, you need a heavy hitter in your corner. At Morgan & Morgan, we don't back down. We fight to get you every dollar you deserve. No curveballs, no strikeouts, just results. That's why we've recovered over $25 billion for our clients and fight for them from offices nationwide. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Proud sponsor of the St. Louis Cardinals.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
20 years ago, gas was $2 a gallon. Flip phones were all the rage, and CarShield hit the road to protect drivers like you. Since 2005, we've helped save drivers over $1 billion in repairs, keeping millions of cars and memories on the road. Through every road trip, every first car, and every unexpected breakdown, CarShield has had your back. Join the celebration. Visit carshield.com and keep rolling with us for the next 20 years. Coverage varies by plans. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
J.J. Weatherholt made the last out of the 10th inning. He's the Cardinals' designated runner at second. Ivan Herrera has just been issued an intentional walk by Tobias Myers, setting up first and second. Nobody out in the 11th, and Alec Burleson has a homer and 5 RBIs. Off to a good start to 2026. And a chance to end the game right here, right now. They're playing the pull on the infield, the opposite in the outfield. Myers with the pitch to Burleson. Inside, ball 1. How about Gordon Graceffo coming on with the bases loaded, 1 out. Gets a fielder's choice for an out at the plate on a ground ball to second and then a fly ball to right field to leave 3 on. Giving the Cardinals a chance here. The 1-0 pitch. Burleson looks at a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Weatherholt, the winning run at second base. Herrera took an intentional walk. He has a big lead at first. Beatty plays behind him there. The pitch. A swing and a foul. That goes out of play off to the left. Burleson is 0 for 4 today. He has 2 hits in the series. 2 for 10, a double, a run batted in. He has walked twice and struck out twice. A 1-1 game. The pitch. A swing and a ground ball to second. Throw to second. Out on to first. A double play. The winning run is Weatherholt at third with 2 outs and Mason Wynn coming up.
Well, that was the Mets' plan right there, wasn't it?
It was.
Set up the double play and then get it. And Tobias Myers able to get Burley to hit the ball on the ground. Hit it sharply, but right to the second baseman.
Now Mason Wynn does not have a run batted in. There's a game winner for him at third base. Weatherholt comes down the line. The pitch, a swing, and a fly ball. Short right field. That is going to drop, and a Redbird winner. The ball falls in front of Benj, and the Cardinals walk it off. The first RBI of the season for Mason Wynn, a looper that found the grass in right field, and they light it up in downtown St. Louis, with the Cardinals taking 2 out of 3 against the Mets, winning 2-1 today.
Well, Mason Wynn thought for sure that ball was going to be caught, and he was barely made it to first base on that hit into right field, but a bad break by the right fielder Benji was fooled by the full swing of Mason Wynn, and it dropped in front of him, and a terrific ending from the Cardinals' point of view. The Mets played that inning right, but Mason Wynn puts the ball in play and picks up that RBI and the game winner, and the Cardinals win their second series to start the season.
The Cardinals go 4-2 against the Rays and the Mets, with runners in scoring position in this series, 1 for 29.
How about that? That's the difference.
First career walk-off RBI for Mason Wynn, and it comes as his first RBI of 2026, scoring J.J. Weatherholt, and the Cardinals will go on their first road trip, playing at Detroit and Washington, with a 4-2 record.
What a good homestand this was to start the season. There were a lot of great moments in it, but when you win 2 series in a row, you're doing something right. Yeah, this will be a good kind of character builder for the Cardinals. Graceffo gets the win by coming in and doing what he did the last time we saw him, and that's get a couple of outs with guys in scoring position and get the job done. So congratulations to him on the victory. But Mason Wynn, the game winner, and the Cardinals somehow found a way to win this one.
A Redbird winner in extra innings in 11 this time. They won in 10 against the Rays. 2-1 the final. Ricky and I will talk more about it after this.
On the basketball court, the soccer pitch, or even the golf course, your crew brings their best not just for the win, but for that post-game celebration. When victory tastes like Michelob Ultra, it's worth every drop of sweat. And if you don't win, you'll still get the beer. It's just on you. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. Superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
This school year, I want my child to thrive, so I enrolled her at the Goddard School. Their amazing teachers truly care about building up my child's confidence, so she's ready to take on the world. And knowing she's learning in a warm and nurturing community gives me peace of mind.
Welcome to the Goddard family. Visit GoddardSchool.com to find a school near you and enroll now.
At Bayer, it is our goal to tackle the challenges of food insecurity by delivering innovation to farmers that help them grow healthy and affordable food in a sustainable way. That's why in communities across the U.S., Bayer has worked with farmers for decades to help put food on the table for those in need so that together we achieve health for all, hunger for none. Visit Bayer.us.com. That's Bayer.us.com to learn more.
Life is full of moments, both big and small, each a chapter in your own unique story. Through the everyday and extraordinary, First Mint is here to help shape every page. Beyond banking services alone, we're a valued partner and advisor with the guidance and resources for living your best life. So, whether you're buying groceries, budgeting your dream kitchen, planning for retirement, or protecting your life's work, think First. First Mint. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Wow, what a game today with the Cardinals dropping a 4-2 decision the first game of this series. The Mets had opportunities to make that a much bigger game than 4-2, but the Cardinals were able to claw and fight, stay close. They dropped the first game, but came back with a very cleanly played game last night. Well pitched, timely hitting, and won 3-0. And then today, they were able to hold their own and get to the bottom of the 11th inning and put away a game winner by putting the ball in play. Mason Wynn looped the ball down the right field line. It bounced in front of Carson Benj. That scored Weatherholt a Redbird winner 2-1.
When you play the Mets, you know you're not going to get a lot of runs. They are a very good team on the pitching side, and it just took that run in the bottom of the 11th inning on the hit by Wynn to pull out the victory for St. Louis. But really a game where the Mets again did not hit with runners in scoring position. I think that was the story of the loss of the series from their point of view. They had all that traffic in the first couple of games. They had less of it in this game because Liberatore was so good, but the reality is they had chances to win the last two games and didn't get it done.
We had a 3-hour, 11-minute game, and that was after a 1-hour rain delay because of the weather this morning. It didn't appear we were going to play at one point, but then we got a break in the weather, and it stayed dry long enough for the Cardinals and Mets to get this final game of the series in.
I'm glad we did.
The play of the game is presented by Marriott St. Louis Grand. Book your Grand Slam Cardinals ticket package, and you can do that today. Jim, do we have another break here, or do we do the play right now? We take the break. We'll have the play when we come back.
Green, green, green. Racing, racing, racing. Farmer City Raceway is getting ready for the racing season opener with the World of Outlaws Illini 100, Friday, April 10th and Saturday, April 11th on the award-winning Dirt Oval track. Drivers compete with their late models for a $10,000 and $20,000 purse, even a couple grand for the Mars models. Make arrangements now to get in on the fun as racing begins at Farmer City Raceway, April 10th and 11th with the World of Outlaws. Learn more at FarmerCityRacing.com.
Free tomato plants. Is there a better offer in the galaxy? For over 4 decades, we've been welcoming spring with free tomato plants from First Federal Savings Bank of Champaign-Urbana. Everyone is welcome to 2 free tomato plants at the return of this great First Federal and community tradition. To get your 2 free super fantastic variety tomato plants Monday, May 4th, just come into our lobby at either First Federal location, 1311 South Neal Street, Champaign, or 301 West Springfield Avenue, Urbana. While supplies last, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. First Federal Savings Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Drive in, drive out. Recycling's what Max is all about. You can make some cash and do your share. We make it really simple because we care. It doesn't matter large or small. Our friendly staff will handle it all. Starting it over is what we do at Max Twin City Recycling. The Illini men's basketball team is off to the Final Four in Indianapolis. And Pius has big congratulations to this special team on the deep run. Watch college basketball's finest moments with other fans at Pius, 1609 West Springfield Avenue. Enjoy beers and your favorite beverages along with a Slugger Burger. Pius, as you wear your orange and blue. Since 1975, congratulating our Illini on this Final Four appearance. Go Illini!
from Pia's.
Ricky Orton, as we begin our recap, I'm going to let you talk about the first 5 innings and our starting pitchers today. We had a 0-0 game through 5, and the matchup of Peralta and Liberatore lived up to its billing.
And it was fun pitching to watch, and they did it differently. I think that's the best way I can summarize the way they were putting up zeros. They did it differently. Libby was pounding the strike zone early and getting ground ball outs. He got a ton of them, as I mentioned during the broadcast, and Emmett came up with this stat for me during the game that the Cardinals have gotten more ground ball outs than anybody in baseball through the first 5 games, and Libby was doing exactly that. Didn't have a lot of strikeouts, only 2 of them, but through those first 5 innings, he only allowed the Mark Vientos double. That came in the 5th inning, and one of those strikeouts was Alvarez to end the 5th, so that's how he got through 5. On the Cardinals side, facing Peralta, Peralta was piling up strikeouts. First time through the lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4 of the first 9 batters all struck out. He was able to get Weatherholt again to start the 3rd, and by the time he got through 5 innings, he only had one kind of scare. That was in the 5th inning, but the Cardinals weren't able to get to him either. So through 5, nothing but good pitching.
In the 6th inning, Tyrone Taylor made the first out, a fly ball to right field. Then Francisco Lindor hit a ground ball to 3rd. It was kicked by Nolan Gorman for an E5. And I don't know what Lindor was doing over at first base. He was walking off to his lead when Liberatore whipped a throw over there, and Burleson had to walk off the bag toward Lindor to say, "You're out," putting the tag on him for a pickoff.
It was incredible to see that, and very fortunate for the Cardinals considering what happened next.
What happened next? A Juan Soto home run that hit just over the wall next to the foul pole. A towering home run to make it 1-0. Liberatore finished up giving up that run on 3 hits over 6 innings. He walked 1 and struck out 2. But then in the Cardinal half of the 6th inning, J.J. Weatherholt got a base hit to right field. Ivan Herrera took a walk. Alec Burleson was out swinging, and that's when they had a pitching change. Freddie Peralta was lifted in favor of Huáscar Brazoban. Brazoban got Wynn on a pop-up to the shortstop. But that brought Nolan Gorman to the plate. First and second, nobody out. Burleson struck out. Then Wynn, facing Brazoban, popped out. There's a base hit to right center field. Gorman drives in the tying run over to third base, Ivan Herrera. A great approach by Gorman, taking the ball right through the middle into right center, and the Cardinals have tied the score with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Woo! And it stayed a tie ball game as Polanco was at third base in the 9th inning. They couldn't get him in. The Cardinals had a chance with Mason Wynn at second base in the 9th. Couldn't score him. In the 10th inning, the Mets had their ghost runner Simeon at second base, but he was caught between second and third on a comebacker to Justin Brule and tagged out. In the rundown, Alvarez made second base. Lindor took a walk, but Soto hit a pop-up to second to leave a couple of runners on. And then the Cardinals had their chance in the 10th, leaving Jordan Walker at third base when J.J. Weatherholt rounded out first base to the pitcher covering. Wow, the 11th inning had its thrills and spills, ups and downs, with the ghost runner, Soto at second base. Bo Bichette hit the ball off Chris Roycroft. It landed on the grass behind the mound. Mason Wynn got to it and threw a bullet to first base to get the out. Soto advanced to third on the play, but Roycroft walked Jared Young. He walked Luis Robert Jr. to load the bases with 1 out in the 11th. Exit Roycroft, entered Gordon Graceffo. Graceffo got a broken back ground ball to second from Brett Beatty. Weatherholt threw to the plate. Reaching for the high throw, Pages got to it, was able to get the out at the plate on Soto. The next batter, Marcus Simeon, a fly ball to Walker in right field, leaving the bases loaded. The Mets at that point stranded 11. And in scoring position, they were 0 for 11 today.
Now that's the story of the series from their point of view. In a game where they were only giving up 5 hits, they ended up losing this ball game in the bottom of the 11th inning. But the Mets pitchers did a really good job for the most part of keeping the Cardinals down. But their hitters, again, not coming through, as they did not come through there in the top of the 11th.
Well, the Mets bullpen was really good today. Raley worked the 7th inning. He struck out 2. Luke Weaver worked the 8th inning, striking out 1. Devin Williams walked a batter, struck out 1. And then Tobias Myers came in to pitch the last inning in 2/3. And he got what he wanted after Weatherholt was placed at second to lead off the 11th. A walk to Herrera, then a double play ball from Alec Burleson. So he got what he wanted with the double play ball, and that moved Weatherholt over to third base.
Well, exactly what he wanted, and unfortunately, from the Mets' point of view, they got a bad break after that. After, this guy has not gotten a lot of breaks at the plate, but he got one in the bottom of the 11th.
We're talking about Mason Wynn with our play of the game, presented by Marriott St. Louis Grand. Weatherholt comes down the line, the pitch, a swing, and a fly ball, short right field. That is going to drop, and a Redbird winner. The ball falls in front of Benj, and the Cardinals walk it off. The first RBI of the season for Mason Wynn, a looper that found the grass in right field, and they light it up in downtown St. Louis, with the Cardinals taking 2 out of 3 against the Mets, winning 2-1 today. 2-1 in 11 innings, with Gordon Graceffo working some magic to leave the bases loaded in the top half, and then the ball was, Mason couldn't have thrown it any better than he hit it.
That's right. And I think Benj will be probably saying in the Mets clubhouse downstairs, he's probably saying it right now, that's a ball he thought he should have caught, but he just didn't get a good read on it, didn't get a good jump on it. The ball was kind of slicing and just dying in front of him. It wasn't hit that hard. I think he thought it was, and so that just found that area between first baseman, second baseman, right fielder, and fortunately for the Cardinals, it did.
Well, maybe that'll get Mason going to get that first RBI. He didn't have one in spring training. And I guess he saved the first one for the best time here in the 11th inning today to help the Cardinals walk off the Mets 2-1 in the 11th. Ricky, I'll see you at the airport tomorrow.
See you at the airport.
We say thanks to our producer-engineer, Jim Jackson, to Daniel Hinkamp in the St. Louis studio. They put in a long day today with our 1-hour rain delay. The Cardinals made 2 runs on 5 hits with 2 errors, leaving 8 on, going 2 for 14 with runners in scoring position. The Mets 1 run, 5 hits, no errors, 11 left, 0 for 11 with runners in scoring position, and 1 for 29 for the series with runners in scoring position. The win to Gordon Graceffo, the loss to Tobias Myers, and we had the 1-hour rain delay plus 3 hours 11 minutes our time of the game, 21,684 paid. So we're on the air on Friday. It's the Tigers home opener. Michael McGreevy will pitch for the Cardinals against lefty Framber Valdez, former Astro. Our pregame begins at 11:15 a.m. Central Time. First pitch around 12:10, and Ricky will have that broadcast for you. He'll have the lineups, and we'll get set with the first road game of the season from Comerica Park in Detroit come Friday. Now for Tom Ackerman and for Matt Pauley hosting the pre- and post-game show, Emmett Concannon, our in-booth assistant, Ricky Horton, I'm John Rooney. A Redbird winner 2-1 for the Cardinals over the Mets in 11 innings, and so long from Busch Stadium.
St. Louis Cardinals baseball has been brought to you by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. Crack open the game with Budweiser and enjoy unrivaled flavor and refreshment. By your quality Ford dealers. Check out the all-new Ford F-Series, America's best-selling truck for 49 years. By Schnucks Delivers. Order your groceries online in the Schnucks Rewards app today. By Shelter Insurance. Find an agent near you at shelterinsurance.com to help you choose the coverage that fits just right for your auto, home, and life insurance. By Explore St. Louis. Learn all about the great things to do in St. Louis. Visit exploreStLouis.com. By Central Bank, the hometown bank of the St. Louis Cardinals. And by the Painting and Decorating Foundation. Visit stlouispdf.org to learn more. This is the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
That's a good win. That's a good series for the Cardinals. They take 2 of 3 from the Mets.
might not have played the cleanest game today. They commit a couple errors. There were certainly opportunities in this game, but all that matters at the end of the day is who scored more runs than the other team, and that is the Cardinals winning 2-1, and they take the series 2-1 as well. Welcome in. This is the Mercy Cardinals postgame show across the Cardinals radio network. My name is Matt Pauley. We're fired up about this Cardinals win today. Matthew Liberatore made the start, pitched well. For the most part, it was a good bullpen performance from the Cardinals, and then they do just enough offensively to score their 2 runs on 5 hits, driving in the 2 runs in this game. Nolan Gorman had a big hit to tie it up in the 6th inning, and then Mason Wynn finding a way for the ball to drop out in shallow right field. It falls. Cardinals win by a 2-1 score. We've got a bunch coming up on this edition of the Mercy Cardinals postgame show. A star of the game interview as Mike Claiborne's going to talk with someone. We also will hear from the Cardinals manager, Oliver Marmol. But how about we relive all the twists and turns of this one? We'll go back through the game with all the highlights. That's up next on the Mercy Cardinals postgame show here on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
There's a reason families have trusted Rottler Pest Solutions for over 70 years. From ants and spiders to mosquitoes, rodents, and termites, Rottler delivers proven year-round protection from local technicians who understand our communities. Don't give pests a home field advantage. Protect your home with a team generations have relied on. Schedule today at Rottler.com. Rottler, official pest control of the St. Louis Cardinals.
At F&B Wealth Management, it's not just about numbers, it's about people and communities. Hi, I'm Ryan Heiser, President and CEO of Fisher National Bank and F&B Wealth Management. Our team is united by a shared passion for helping you achieve your financial goals. We are equipped and eager to work together to craft personalized financial solutions just for you, including retirement planning, risk management through life insurance, long-term care insurance planning, and investment advisory services. Together, we will celebrate milestones, navigate life's transitions, and build a financial future that reflects your values. Experience the difference of a team that truly cares. Visit investwithfnb.com to learn more about dedicated advisors and start your journey toward a financial confidence today.
F&B Wealth Management is a division of Fisher National Bank. F&B securities are not insured by the FDIC, not a deposit or other obligation of or guaranteed by the depository institution. Subject to investment risks, including possible loss of the principal amount invested. Securities, insurance, and investment advisory services are offered through Midwestern Securities Trading Company, LLC, MSTC, member FINRA, SIPC. MSTC and F&B are not affiliated.
F&B Wealth Management, supporting exceptional communities full of exceptional people.
You know, with like Lands Inc., we specialize in, we've got an amazing HVAC department that takes care of your furnace, you know, your heat system, air conditioning, they do
pumps,
that.
yeah.
And for us in Underground, we take care of all your pipes that come into your home, leave your home, and work around your home to keep it dry, you know, your drainage system, sump pumps, things like that. And exactly what you said, if you don't know, you know, a couple decades ago, it was more like, oh, something broke, go fix it, repair it, no big deal. Well, now with the technology, we have cameras, like you said, that we can come in on these Orange Comfort Clubs, and we can camera your sewer lines underneath your house and check them out just to make sure they're fine. If there's something wrong with it, we can show you right then. You know, truth is in seeing it. Yeah. We show it to you, and then you can plan as a homeowner for making those repairs or dealing with that issue later on. If it's an immediate need, at least you're not caught off surprise.
That sewer camera inspection with a proper clean out. I was just learning more at landsinc.com.
You're listening to St. Louis Cardinals baseball on WSJK Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, ESPN 93.5. Brought to you by Max Twin City Recycling. Visit them at maxrecycling.com.
Cardinals get the win. They knock off the New York Mets today 2-1 and they win the series 2 out of 3. This is the Mercy Cardinals postgame show here across the Cardinals Radio Network. Let's go back through the game with the highlights. Obviously, a low-scoring game today. Starting pitching matchup, the Cardinals. Matthew Liberatore becomes the first Cardinals pitcher to start for a second time, and the Cardinals see Freddie Peralta as a Met for the first time, the longtime Milwaukee Brewer. Good pitching matchup before the game got even started. It would play out that way. Let's jump ahead to the second inning, leading things off in the top of the second for the Mets. It is Jorge Polanco. All right, we're having a technical issue here with the highlights, so we'll see if we can get that cleaned up here in just a second. Live radio, we'll see. All right, we do not have highlights, evidently. Or, Kyle, are you able to play them off yours? Okay, we cannot play highlights in the situation that we are in right now, unfortunately. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a break. We will come back with our Star of the Game interview. And if we can find a way to play highlights for you, we will. That's up next on the Cardinals Radio Network, powered by Graybar.
At Shriners Children's, we're home to the world's leading pediatric orthopedic care. Because so many life-changing advancements start here. We provide access to the best doctors and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. We're the first place to turn for the most common or complex orthopedic conditions. Home to possibility and empowering kids to achieve the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite award show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group's Diana Foltz, recipient of Champaign County's Realtor of the Year.
When I see Coldwell Banker, can I expect that from agents? Is that a you philosophy or is that a company philosophy?
We have a great culture in our office. Our culture is one of serving. So I think you'll find that with most of our agents, but you know, it really is a highlight for us to be able to serve our clients well, because we don't want to just sell one house or help them buy one house and never do another deal with them or never talk to them again. We want to be involved in their lives.
Why do you like what you do?
I really enjoy helping either a buyer or seller to get to the next chapter, and they're relying on Reggie and I to help them achieve their next goal.
You're their realtor.
We're their realtor. It's Taylor Foltz team, Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group. You can find me on the internet at DianaFoltz.com. Cell phone number is 217-840-4133, and my email is Diana@DianaFoltz.com.
Hey, we're looking for a couple of really professional drivers that know the ropes and would like to get a home where they're treated with respect, getting home every weekend, making a good wage, and doing the right things safely. Yeah.
Awesome. 2 people. All right. And how would they connect with you for that?
They can get me at TIMO@GFTLOG.com or 765-793-7131 extension 4, or even my cell phone right now, 765-505-1295.
And then for dedicated diesel off Route 45 on Triumph Drive, as you're driving toward Rantoulby on the left-hand side, you'll find dedicated diesel. What do you offer there?
Hey, we've got a couple of good mechanics and trailer mechanic and a tractor mechanic right now. We're doing DOT annual inspections, trailer repair, truck repair, just whatever you need, we can take care of.
Wow, that's really nice to know, because, you know, we have to drive into some other cities. Not convenient. You can't get all that done here in Urbana at dedicated diesel. You're listening to St. Louis Cardinals baseball on WSJK Tuscola, Champaign-Urbana, ESPN 93.5. Brought to you by Max Twin City Recycling. Visit them at maxrecycling.com.
All right, let's try this again. Cardinals get the win over the Mets by a 2-1 score. Welcome back in. Mercy Cardinals postgame show does continue. We will go back through the game with the highlights, the pitching matchup today. Cardinals have Matthew Liberatore on the mound, Freddie Peralta going for the Mets. In the top of the second inning, it is Jorge Polanco who comes up to the plate leading off the inning for New York.
The pitch. There's a ball lined. Weatherholt makes the catch on the run. Good, quick first step to his left. Retires Polanco, one down.
That was a nice play by J.J. Weatherholt. Nothing more doing for the Mets there in the second. Still scoreless as we get to the fourth inning. Matthew Liberatore continuing to pitch for the Cardinals. Francisco Lindor leads the top of the fourth by lining out to Thomas Saggese. And the next hitter is the always dangerous Juan Soto.
2-2 pitch to Soto. Breaking pitch, swing and a miss. Got him again on a slider that didn't break. Soto not happy about that at-bat, and he's the first strikeout victim for Matthew Liberatore.
In the fifth inning, 2 outs quickly, but then Mark Vientos would double. At that point, Marcus Semien walks, runners on at first and second, and it brings up Francisco Alvarez.
Left field corner wide open for Alvarez, who swings and strikes out. He missed a pitch that was, 6-7 inches off the outside corner?
With great movement to it.
So that was a good opportunity, and it played out well that the Cardinals were able to get out of the inning with the Mets stranding 2. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Nolan Gorman leads the inning off by walking. Thomas Saggese then singles, so runners on at first and second. Great opportunity for the Cardinals, nobody out. Nathan Church comes up to the plate. He grounds into a fielder's choice where Saggese is the runner out at second, so runners on at the corners. A wild pitch by Freddie Peralta allows Church to take second, so runners at second and third, 1 out. However, Pedro Pajes, he would strike out. That's the second out of the inning, and then that would bring up Victor Scott II.
Here it comes. A swing and a ground ball to the first baseman. Underhanding to Peralta. Good flip by Vientos. The Cardinals could not score, leaving runners at second and third.
Missed opportunity for the Cardinals. That sends the game to the sixth inning. In the sixth inning, Francisco Lindor reaches on a fielding error by Nolan Gorman, but that ends up not mattering because this happens a moment later.
A lead at first base for Lindor.
Oh,
he draws a throw and he's picked off. He was standing there just admiring the day, and a quick throw over, and he didn't even move. Burleson caught the pickoff throw, walked over, and said, "You're out."
You know that door that was just open?
It was slammed shut.
So that is notable for a couple reasons. First off, it was the second mistake made by Francisco Lindor earlier in the game. There was a clear double play ball that he didn't know how many outs there were. He thought there were 2 outs, not 1, and he just took the out at second and never threw to first. Ended up not hurting the Mets because the Cardinals didn't do anything with it, but still a mistake made by Lindor. This is an even bigger mistake. And in many ways, that mistake right there might have cost the Mets the game because he should have been on it first if he would not have been picked off. Instead, he's picked off, and then Juan Soto does this.
The pitch. A high, towering fly ball, right field toward the corner. Church on the track by the wall, and that ball's out of here for a home run. Just fair and a home run for Juan Soto. 1-0 Mets.
Yeah, it gives the Mets the lead 1-0, but I think Mets fans would sit here and argue it should have been a 2-0 game. And in a game that ended the way it ended today, obviously that is a huge, huge play in this contest. Cardinals would answer in their half of the sixth inning. It all gets started with the leadoff hitter in the inning, J.J. Weatherholt.
Pitch by Peralta. A swing and a hit to right field. The Cardinals have the tying run on, leading off the sixth inning.
Ivan Herrera then walks, so that puts runners on at first and second. Alec Burleson strikes out. That is the first out of the inning. Runners still on at first and second. Oscar Brazoban would then come on to pitch. That ends the day for Freddie Peralta. Brazoban would face off against Mason Wynn. He pops out on the infield fly rule, so the runners stay put. But then Nolan Gorman would come through in a big way.
And Wynn facing Brazoban popped out. There's a base hit to right center field. Gorman drives in the tying run over to third base, Ivan Herrera.
Yeah, Cardinals still have a great opportunity to add on. They're unable to do so. The next hitter in the inning is Thomas Saggese.
Where Saggese got a base hit the last time up, and here he swings and strikes out.
After 6 strong innings from Matthew Liberatore, the Cardinals go to their bullpen in the top of the 7th inning. On comes Ryan Stanek. He gives up a base hit to Luis Robert Jr. Then a pinch hitter, Brett Beatty, comes to the plate. He flies out, 1-on-1 out for Marcus Semien. He strikes out, but Francisco Alvarez reaches on catcher's interference. That puts runners on at first and second, so the go-ahead run is on in scoring position. Carson Binge then comes up to the plate as a pinch hitter, replacing Tyrone Taylor. He does not face Ryan Stanek. Instead, he faces off against Jojo Romero, and Romero certainly would come through facing off against Binge.
Here it comes. It's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Jojo gets the job done in the top of the 7th inning, striking out the pinch hitter Binge.
Cardinals don't have much doing in the bottom of the 7th, top of the 8th. Romero back out to work his first full inning. The first batter that he faces is Francisco Lindor.
Lindor batting right-handed, and he hits a ground ball past the mound up the middle. Sliding, Wynn gets to it, gets up, fires a strike, the first one out.
That was a great play by Mason Wynn. He made a lot of really good plays. That was a defensive shortstop clinic from Mason Wynn today through the entire game. Juan Soto flies out. Bo Bichette grounds out as Romero gets out of the inning. Romero right now looks like one of the best relief pitchers walking the face of the earth. It remains a 1-1 game as it goes to the bottom of the 8th. In the bottom of the 8th, new pitcher is on. That is Luke Weaver. Weaver would throw a scoreless inning, so that sends us to the 9th. On comes Riley O'Brien to pitch for the Cardinals. First batter he faces Jorge Polanco.
The first pitch is swung on and hit well to right field. Walker moving back. He jumps, and the ball goes over his glove and off the wall. Polanco has second base, takes the turn. He'll go back to the bag.
So the go-ahead run for the Mets on its second base with no